Let's take a look at the best ways to use a paddle rack system to organize open play. When you arrive at the courts, place your paddles in the first spaces available to the right of the marker. If you and a friend would like to stay together, make sure your paddles go into the same colored block. This may leave spaces to the left, but that's okay, because when somebody else fills the paddle rack, they will simply add theirs into the open gap. When a court opens up, we're going to grab the 4 paddles from the colored block marked by the ball. We're going to slide the marker to the right and leave the paddles in place. As players come off the court or new players arrive, they'll add their paddles to the right. When no more paddles fit to the right, we wrap back around to the left side and start filling in again. As another court opens up, we slide the ball to the right, take the 4 paddles, and off we go. The next 4 paddles need to come out. Now the marker can't slide to the right, so we slide it back to the left. Regardless of where the marker is, we always add paddles in the first available spaces to the right. Now let's talk about a more complex 2-rack system that we use to help mix players more thoroughly. The idea is to split the foursome that just played so that everybody gets to play with 2 new players in the next game. When a group of players finishes a game, the winners should place their paddles in the top rack, and the losers should place their paddles in the bottom rack. This system shuffles players well, so it's not about skill, it's about finding new partners. When a court becomes available, we notice that the arrow is pointing down, so we're going to take the 4 paddles from the bottom rack and slide the marker to the right. Then we need to rotate the marker up so that we know that we draw paddles from there the next time. As players come off the court, the winners go on the top and the losers go on the bottom. In this case, the right side is full, so we wrap back around to the left. And that about covers it. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, and go have some fun at open play. Okay, wait, one last thing. The question is, where should a player put their paddle if they were to arrive right now? The answer is in the black section at the bottom left. This isn't because they have lost or because there are fewer paddles on the bottom. It's actually because that's the quickest we can get them on court. Because the arrow is pointing up right now, the first game to go would be the yellow group on the top, then silver on the bottom, then green on the top, then back to black on the bottom. So always put your paddle where you can get on court quickest, regardless of whether it's the top or the bottom. Thanks. Hope you have fun.